Oh, hey, hey, oh, hey, hey. Oh, wait, no, this ain't church. Hold on. Oh, wait. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, Sinful Black would like to welcome you back to Off the Motherfucking Rails on a rare Sunday appearance for myself. And as always, I am joined by the big homie, Hollywood J. Black. Tell him what's good.
Hollywood is in the building, ladies and gentlemen. Today we are dubbing this the flu show because I am sick as fuck. Not only am I sick as fuck, but everybody in this house is sick as fuck. So that's not going to stop us from delivering high quality YouTube entertainment and going off the rails. Mr. Sin, what do you got to say about that?
Because even though we got viruses, doesn't mean your computer will get one.
That's right.
Anyway, before we get into the topics, I know last week we had planned on going live while Mr. Black was here in Vegas, but shit just happened and never happened.
That's what happens when you get tattoos and
people who don't know what the fuck they're doing when they have plans or no plans. Yeah.
How plans? Why plans? Oh. Sorry.
When you just sit, when you go to a casino on a strip, you sit there for 45 minutes, like, what are we doing? I don't know.
In this Vegas, we do everything, but you know it's okay because we went down to the Orlando. I call it the Orlando Eye. No, it's called the Link. Maybe I don't know the little Ferris wheel thing. We went there.
The Link. We
went to the Link, the high roller on the Link, and I got drunk. They dared me. I couldn't drink 10 drinks in 30 minutes. I proved them wrong. So we got lit. It was fun.
And we also want to give a shout out right now to Painless Wayne tattoo shop here in Las Vegas.
Yes. The best tattoos man in Las Vegas. We got matching tattoos, so if you've been paying attention to us
right here
on YouTube, Facebook, we both got the matching tattoos. This is how we roll. You know what I'm saying? That's family. That's my boy over there. He's not just my boy, he's my family. So we're going to do how we do. Know what I mean?
So we're going to get this shit kicked off with what is, I consider, the hottest subject of the last couple days, and that is the dropping of Eminem's new album, Revival.
Yes. I've listened to this album 3 times.
Whenever I'm 6 now.
Well, you have more time than me, sir. So,
so when I work, I'm driving a lot, so I just plug my phone into the radio and do my thing.
True. Every time I'm at work and I try to listen to the album, I have like little kids that are both me like, James, what? Nothing, and then walk away.
Shit, I went to the store this morning. I had to blast it on my phone in my pocket while walking around Smith's.
I remember when I got my first Android phone, right? And I walked into Home Depot. I said that was the best thing that ever happened to me. Being able to play music on the phone and walking through and not giving a fuck. Look what you gonna say to me. Turn it off. Fuck you.
Right? So let's get started off with people on the internet are stupid.
Bruh. Hold on.
The internet is so fucking ignorant.
Bruh.
And I'm saying this as we are broadcasting a live stream on the internet, but people on the internet are fucking dumb.
So, peep game. I've listened to the album 3 times, right? And anytime I listen to an Eminem album, I go for 3 things. Well, first thing, I want to hear the punchlines because Eminem is the punchline king. You know what I mean? He drops punchlines like a motherfucker. I do another playthrough. And I listen to the song content. And then the third time I listen to it, I look at an overall experience of the album and what it means and what it meant to Eminem. So like the first album, the Slim Shady LP, was a story about basically how he got to where he got to without the fame and just rapping about crazy ass shit. The shit shock and awe, you know, but there was a message inside of it a little bit too, if you think about it. The second album, the Marshall Mathers LP, that was the what happens after success and where he was at and the shit that was going on in his life at the time. The third album was Eminem Show, right?
Yep.
Eminem Show was on that same tier, but talking about a little bit more of the subjects that are going on in the world right now. Well, at the time, I should say. Fourth album was it MMLP2?
Hold on, no, it's
Or was it what's it called?
Hold on 1 second.
Encore.
I should have this pulled up. My bad.
No, it's all good. I should have had it pulled up. Shit. I'm pretty sure it was Encore.
It was. Oh, now my phone just decided to. Hey, my touchscreen is not going to work right now.
Oh, well then, sir. Let's ask the almighty Google. Okay, Google. Eminem albums in chronological order.
Mine says, Google isn't responding. Do you want to close it?
Wow. Well, it's messed up. My Google Home is talking in the other room telling me the answer and I can't hear it. So I would like to even say, I would like to, no, so he dropped, yeah, so he dropped, where's that? Encore, yeah, I was right, Encore.
Which is considered his worst early album.
Which I loved Encore. But,
so did I.
Of course, then we have Curtain Call, which was like the greatest hits with a few new songs on it.
Yeah.
Then he did the Re-Up, which had the label mates on it.
Yeah, that was the one that he was mostly emphasized G-Unit and 50 Cent on it.
Yep. And then you have Relapse. Then, of course, you have Recovery.
Okay, let's talk about Relapse real quick. Yeah. Relapse was more of a comedic album. He did have a couple of deep songs on there, but that was when he recorded that album when he fell back into doing drugs.
Yeah. But he had a totally different voice, which was crazy for people back then. They didn't understand, but I loved it. I thought it was...
Yeah, I think what also threw people off is that song about his stepdad molesting him.
Yes. Yes. That was crazy. Like, man, bro.
So then you had Recovery after that.
Which was and here's the funny part about Relapse and Recovery. Both albums were critically acclaimed albums. Both albums won Grammys.
Yeah, and the rap fan says Relapse shouldn't have got shit, but Recovery deserved all the praise.
Yeah, but if you ask me, I thought it was genius when you considering the subject matter. You know what I mean?
Then he came out with the Marshall Mathers LP Part 2, which obliterated the rap game.
It came out in 2013 during the transition of this South hip hop bounce shit. In the transition of these, niggas wearing skinny jeans and shit like that.
Then one of the first singles he drops was Rap God. It just obliterated life.
Blew everything away. And then it's been 7 years since he dropped the album. Ain't heard really much since Rap God.
And here we have the revival. Now, okay, I'm being completely honest. I know a lot of people are having issues with his beat selection for this album. And if you actually give it time and listen to what he's saying, you could tell he went into the studio and said, Dre, give me the bare minimum. Because he wanted to resonate with his lyrics and not what the beats are.
Yeah. Yep. I'll give you that one. Lyrically, it's one of the craziest albums that I've ever heard. Like, so song number 2. I gotta pull it up.
Yeah, the one that he starts right after the song Beyonce.
Yeah. So then, Chloroseptic. No, that's the one song with that one. Chloroseptic with Pressure. The dude that did Wait a Minute.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So that's a radio single, by the way. Now, that shit hits hard. And if he's beating the trap rappers at their own game, all these skinny jean, brain wearing trap rapper bitch ass niggas, Lil Uzi Verts and shit like that.
No mumble rap ass suckers.
Nah, he's taking the type of beats that they do, took probably one of the hottest niggas that's out right now, Fresher, and the reason why he collaborated with Fresher was because of that song. Wait a minute, like once Eminem heard that song, Eminem wanted to do a track with him. Like if you don't know, wait a minute, listen to the version with Remy Ma. That shit was a hot song, and his punchlines, Fresher's punchlines is legit. But anyways, he's beating the trap rappers at their own game. Then he flips over to Untouchable, where he's talking about Donald Trump and the whole election and shit like that. Then we get into the deep portion of this album, River. And I don't even think that people really listen to River.
Hey, Ed Sheeran, I love Ed Sheeran's voice with Eminem's lyrics.
Yeah. So did you, I think people didn't really understand what River was about. River was about Eminem and being in a single life, meeting a chick who had another man, basically being a side dude to this chick. The man finds out, leaves her. She ends up pregnant by Eminem, and Eminem forces this chick to have an abortion.
Yes, this album. Okay, here's what people today they want Eminem to be goofy, silly, punchline after punchline, but then they also want Eminem to say what's really on his mind.
Yep.
For me personally, this album is probably the true. When he was recording this, in my eyes, it seems that he was finally letting go of everything he's been holding inside since fucking 2008.
Yeah. And even if you look at the last songs that came out of this, the last 4 songs were about everything that went down. Then one song was about his daughter.
He had an open letter to Kim, and he also had an open letter to his kids.
Yeah, and remember the open letter to his mom too.
Yep.
So, like, I think it comes at some point where if you're only a true Eminem fan, you're gonna understand this album. Like, I never want to hear another trap rapper tell me, or a fan of a trap rapper tell me that a little Uzi Vert or a 22 Savage, which is funny because the 22 Savage sounds worse than 21 Savage, but whatever the fuck. Fake little, you know what I'm saying?
Nigga grew up a year and got worse.
You know what I'm saying? I'll listen to 21 Savage before I listen to 22 Savage, and that tells you volumes about how I feel about the music industry as a whole right now. But here's the other thing, which I think people had a problem with, and we alluded to this before we start. I alluded to this before I started the show. G-Eazy came out, dropped his album, The Beautiful and the Damned, the same day that Eminem dropped his album. G-Eazy is from my city, Oakland, California. Shout out to the 510. What's up? He dropped his album. I listened to the album. It's a great album. But between the Eminem album and the G-Eazy album, it kind of felt like the whole Kanye West and the 50 Cent thing. You know what I mean? Where Kanye West's album wasn't beat-wise okay, but Kanye West had a lot of deep lyrical shit on his shit. Like, he was telling stories on his album, where 50 Cent was appealing to a mass audience.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little bit different. But Kanye West's album ended up outselling G-Eazy's album. Right now, as it stands, Eminem's album is outselling G-Eazy's album. And there wasn't no competition to begin with. However, it tells you the difference between the old heads and the new heads. Old heads can appreciate the hip hop of it. If you listen to Eminem's lyrics and you're not biased to the fact that he's white, you're gonna love the album. If you're trying to compare him to the old shit, it's kind of like how people want the old Tech Nine and shit. Dead that shit be.
Because people need to let artists evolve.
Yeah.
You can't expect them to keep doing their same old thing.
Exactly. Because what did they say? What is it? Progress is the something of change, or change is the something of progress. I can't remember what the phrase is, but
no, you can't progress unless you change.
Exactly
the way it is.
Exactly. And so I said, if it was up to me, if you sat down and listened to Eminem's album more than once, I would give it a 5 stars easily. 5-star album.
Oh yeah. See, and I think that's what the issue is right now. People are turning on the album. They hear these beats that are a little off for your typical Eminem, and they're like, "Oh, next track, next track, next track. Oh, this song's good. Next track. This song's okay. Next track." No, sit there and actually listen to what the man is telling you.
He's trying to tell you a story, and people are not reading. But we're from the era where people can't even read books nowadays. You know what I mean? Like they don't want to hear the shit that people got to say or trying to spit. And I don't know. Matter of fact, since I'm on the topic, what's the dude's name? There was some dude named Max Dex or something like this. He's a trap rapper. He's one of those mumble rapper type shits, right? So they asked him a question about the old heads and the new heads and shit like that. He's like, you gotta respect the old heads, and you got to, respect people like Eminem. You gotta respect people like Nas. You gotta respect the people like Dre and shit like that, because they're the ones that paved the way for them. He said, my rap style is not lyrical. You know what I'm saying? He's not trying to be lyrical. He's not trying to be deep. He's trying to create music, positive music that people can vibe to and chill with. He said, but if it wasn't for people like him that gave him an outlet to do what he does, then it wouldn't be in the rap game. He said he thanks them for being able to have the fact that he can walk outside and feed his family because he's making party music.
So he can go out there and go.
Yeah, but I respect him for saying that he's not a lyrical rapper and that he's not trying to be a lyrical rapper. I can literally.
Yeah, these trap guys, like what the Fetty Wap. Oh yeah, my lyrics are on point better than them. No, motherfucker.
No, nigga. Like I said, that's why I said I like this Max Dex dude. Matter of fact, I'll listen to him. I'm gonna take a listen to his shit, and I'll tell you next week when we do Off the Rails how his shit is. But just the interview alone is the biggest thing about me with the rap game right now and how fans are. Like people not understanding the difference between a lyrical album that means something versus shit that you can bump into the club. Yes, Eminem had club bangers, you know what I'm saying? But that was a different era. That was 2000.
Yeah, you remember that? Ain't nothing like an ass like that.
Yeah, that shit was hot, bro. We heard that shit in the strip club. Remember when we went to the strip club one time?
Right?
Yeah, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying.
But where Eminem is at right now, and we talked about this when he roasted Trump at the BET Awards, Eminem right now is on some real shit.
Yep.
He's not on no party shit. He is on some real shit. And
yep.
People need to respect that and actually give the album a full listen through without skipping any tracks.
Yeah.
Because it is like reading a book.
Yep. And I'll put it to you like this. When Eminem dropped Walk on Water as the first single to his album, and it had no hardcore beat, no slow beat, no bass line, it was just a piano and some violins.
And Beyonce.
Yeah, and Beyonce. That was it. When he dropped that, people should have realized that this was going to be a completely different Eminem album. Because he could have dropped Chloroseptic, you know what I'm saying? And he could have dropped the song where he talks about his daughter and shit. And
he could have dropped Offended.
Yeah, he could have dropped Offended. He could have dropped the shit with Pink.
And if you want an old school Eminem song, listen to Offended. Because that last verse on there, he Tech 9 speedums that shit.
Yep. Niggas not fucking around. I said, Eminem to me is still the greatest rapper of our generation, not only in sales, but in lyrical content, because he finds a way to make every lyric matter. And if you're not paying attention to him, then you're losing out. That's point blank, period.
So in our final for this Eminem thing, Eminem is the top lyricist of our time.
Yep.
And this is coming from a guy who's a big Tech 9 fan. I love Tech 9. Tech 9 is one of my top 5 lyricists if you can actually understand what he's saying.
Yeah.
But Tech 9 does not hold a candle to Eminem. And people who know me saying that means something.
Yep. That's real shit.
So, next, let's talk about the early release of the 2018 WWE Hall of Fame class. All right.
Who do we got?
So the first name on the list is for the women's wrestling.
Okay.
We got Miss Ivory.
Did she go last year?
No, remember last year was Beth Phoenix.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, she deserves it.
You think Ivory deserved it?
Oh yeah.
She only had like a 5 or 6 year run.
Yeah, but it's kind of like Beth Phoenix. You know, that 5 or 6 year run, she's one of the most dominant wrestlers in the industry.
That is true. And then they had the whole right to censor thing.
That was fun.
Bull Buchanan, the good father, Richards. Next, we have our celebrity inductee for this year. We got Mr. My Name is Kid Rock. Who has performed at a couple of Tribute to the Troop shows.
Boo! Oh, sorry.
You don't like Kid Rock?
I used to like Kid Rock. I'll be dead honest with you, I did. This is where I stopped liking Kid Rock. So he transitioned from being a hip hop rock artist
to being a rock artist to being a country star.
Yeah, and you know why he transitioned to between all three genres? Because he says, and I quote, that he felt that that the audience that he was listening to, that he was trying to pander to, wasn't buying his records anymore. And that goes from not only the hip hop thing, but from the rock thing. So that's why he went straight basically to country.
Well, he's got to put something in perspective. His music took a downturn after Devil Without a Cause.
Yeah, well, after.
I mean, the history of rock was good, but not as good as Devil.
No. Devil Without a Cause was good. Even that was good. That was at peak because that was with him. You had Limp Bizkit out at the time. But to be able to say that your fans aren't supporting you, which would I even ask your fans if they're supporting you, kind of sucks. You know what I'm saying? Like, you straight went to a completely different genre because you felt that you didn't relate to the people that you were trying to appeal to. It's basically, and I hate to use this word because I hate to use the race word, use any kind of race card. It's like you race pandered your audience and then bailed out on them.
Well, one of the things that he's done over the years, and I think it's really hurt him in the long run, is the fact that when he drops a single, he tries to only make it one single, with the exception of Cowboy and Ba with the Ba. Every other album only had like one song off of it.
Well, yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. I don't know. And then he tours, and he'll get his audience, but his audience changed when he decided to change genres.
And I mean, I understand why he's being inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame. I mean, he's played Tribute to the Troops a couple years in a row. He's done WrestleMania. He's done everything with the WWE likes their people to do.
Yeah.
So I understand it. But the next one I think is going to make you happy.
Who?
So every year we get one wrestler who has passed away inducted into the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
This year, we talked about this last year as somebody who's been slighted. Bam Bam Bigelow is getting inducted into the Hall of Fame.
Oh, hell fucking yeah, bro. Hell fucking yes. It's about goddamn time.
The greatest big man, probably the greatest big man aerial wrestler of all time.
Yep. And anybody's ever seen a Bam Bam Bigelow match or ever seen Bam Bam work in that ring, he walked around like a cat, bro. Like, he was so light on his feet, and it was ridiculous. And people were only willing to take the moonsaults and shit that he delivered because it looked beautiful in its effort and its delivery.
And they knew he was safe.
Yeah, and he was a safe wrestler. Matter of fact, Kane, Isaac Yankem, Glenn Jacobs is quoted by being said that Bam Bam is what taught him how to be a safer big man, which is why Kane wrestles the same style that he does now.
Yep.
So,
which is not the style Braun Strowman wrestles. No,
not at all. Braun Strowman wants to kill a man.
We love Braun Strowman.
We love him because he wants to kill a man, but he wants to kill a man.
So next we have the tag team entry this year. The man who just at this past weekend's Ring of Honor teamed with Tommy Dreamer and for his last match against the Briscoe brothers, the Dudley Boys are finally being inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame.
Oh man, so that is something else, and that's like
I can't wait to hear their speech.
Oh, bro, telling you, this is actually about to be a decent Hall of Fame class after what you're telling me now. But yeah,
well, the next one I'm like, but I know why he's going in. And the headliner of this year's Hall of Fame class. I mean, there's going to be like 6 more mentioned after these first 5.
Of course.
But the headliner this year is the man who came back and beat Brock Lesnar in 18 seconds to win the World Heavyweight title last year. Goldberg.
Hey, let's be honest with you for a second. Goldberg himself changed WCW.
He did.
He really was a ratings draw. Just a big, dominant dude that played football in the Atlanta area. Went to college in Georgia. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was a homegrown hero for basically TBS, which is from Atlanta. And I think that's outside of all that. I think that's why people were drawn to him, because they felt that they could relate to a guy like Goldberg. You know what I'm saying? He's from where they're from. But with that said, he did have some flaws. He did injure Bret Hart permanently. I think he injured one more person permanently. Can't remember. I want to say
Kurt Hennig.
Kurt Hennig. He did injure Kurt Hennig permanently. So I don't know. I think he belongs in the Hall of Fame. I think it's his time. It just sucks that there's a bunch of asterisks over his name.
You see what this 5 release of Hall of Famers tells me this year? What it's telling me right now is The Undertaker has one more match.
Yeah.
And if you've seen any pictures of him lately, he looks to be in ring shape again.
Yeah. After that hip surgery, I was hoping that he would be able to wrestle just one more. I don't want him to end out like that. I would rather go out on top than anything else. You know what I mean?
You can't go out losing to Roman Reigns.
Nah.
No disrespect to Roman Reigns. But if The Undertaker's going to lose his last match at WrestleMania, it should be against John Cena.
Yeah. Well, if you're going to lose, I think if you're going to lose, yeah, I would say John Cena. If he's going to win, I think they need to give him the win against Brock.
Or Sting.
That would be nice too. But I don't know if they're going to let Sting wrestle again. But we'll see.
Sting's neck is so fucked up from that turnbuckle bomb.
Oh, shit.
Seth Rollins at Night of Champions.
Yeah.
So his career is probably over.
Yeah. So quote from Black Adam Schefter on Facebook: Carson Wentz went down and took the Eagles defense down with him. How bad is it? Let's see.
Yes, the Giants are beating the Eagles right now, 21-7, I think.
Good God.
The Eagles are going to be first round and out.
Jesus. Jeez, the fucking weeds.
All right, so now we're going to move on to the next biggest story of this past week. Disney, the people who own Marvel, Lucas, ESPN, have done the unthinkable, and they have bought Fox.
Yes.
Which means we'll finally get a proper Fantastic Four movie.
Yes.
And the X-Men will be part of the next phase of the Marvel Universe.
Oh, hell yes. That's going to be fucking beautiful.
The one thing that is coming of this, well, 2 things. Hugh Jackman stated that he would not don the Wolverine claws unless it was for the Avengers. This acquisition, Hugh Jackman is now in discussion with Marvel to play Wolverine in the Avengers of 4 Infinity War Part 2.
So, peep game. So then you got to think, when he said that, Mickey Mouse was just like, hold my beer.
Right? Hold my beer, bitch.
Hold my
beer. And Ryan Reynolds got escorted out of Disney World while wearing his Deadpool costume. Anyway.
Well then.
And he said, hold on, let me read the Instagram post that he posted about it. He said, and I quote, apparently you can't actually blow the Matterhorn while being escorted out of the property in full costume by Disney security. Thank you, Ryan Reynolds. Thank you.
Fucking Ryan Reynolds. Gotta love him, though.
But let's talk about what this means. Okay. A year and a half ago, ESPN people like Skip Bayless, Colin Cowherd, these guys all left ESPN to go to Fox because Fox paid them a godly amount of money.
Yes.
When ESPN now announced that they're taking over Fox Sports, they are not bringing Skip Bayless and Colin Cowherd and the other guys who left for money.
That's fucked up.
Because since Skip Bayless and Colin Cowherd left ESPN, they've been doing nothing but talking shit about ESPN.
Lovely.
So you guys, you fucked yourselves.
Can we just have, well, be honest. We know who the talent on the Undisputed Show is. We already know who the talent is. It's Shannon fucking Sharp.
No, it's the producer producing show.
Who?
Because Shannon Sharp is bougie.
I love Shannon Sharp, though.
Shannon Sharp is such a Patriot hater.
Yes, but he pulled out a Black and Mild and a bottle of cognac in the middle of a broadcast.
I've never watched Undisputed because of Shannon Sharp. I used to like Skip Bayless and Stephen A.
Yeah.
But Shannon Sharp really burned any type of credibility with me every time he opens his mouth about the Patriots.
True. Well, now that you mentioned it, let's talk about this for a second. So that really only leaves three whole entities for sports news.
Yeah, CBS Sports.
Yep.
ESPN.
And
the internet.
Yeah. Well, he said the internet. No, I was going to say NBC, because remember they're owned by Universal.
But yeah, nobody gives a shit about NBC Sports. The only thing they get is Sunday Night Football.
Well, shit. That's Magic Skip Bayless doing that, but that's why. See, that sucks because I want to see the return of NBA on NBC.
Well, see, that's the thing. Skip Bayless can't do Sunday Night Football. You know why?
Why?
Because the NFL is in partnership with ESPN.
Oh yeah, huh. Lovely.
So yeah, the next place you're going to see Skip Bayless is on his own podcast.
Well, they still have to pay Skip Bayless' contract, which is cool. Fuck it. They think it just made $100 million. I ain't tripping. Come and loan me about $1 million. It will be straight. Skip, if you
$100 million, $100 million.
Skip, can I get $1 million, bro? I want $1 million tax free. I just need
Hey, Skip. Sinful Black Entertainment will give you a platform to say what you want. You just got to give me and Black $1 million.
Skip, Simple Black Skip Entertainment.
Skip Bayless, you can come on our show and talk about your shitty Dallas Cowboys for 2 hours.
All day long. We love you if you did that. Just pay us. That's all. Anyway.
I will give you a weekly Dallas Cowboys show, Skip Bayless, if you give us both $1 million each.
We'll call it the Dallas Cowboys stroke off.
We'll call it Save a Horse, Ride a Bayless.
Call that shit up. Done again.
Oh, Lord. All right, so now, basically, Disney owns the world.
Yep.
The funny thing is, this is another thing The Simpsons called.
Yep, in 1998.
Because they had a little animation of 20th Century Fox with Mickey Mouse sitting on the ground.
Yeah, division of Disney.
And guess what? It is there.
It is true. It's not there.
I only ask one thing of Disney. One thing. Let Ryan Reynolds do rated R Deadpool movies.
Yes, please.
Don't fuck with Deadpool.
Yes.
I love all the Marvel movies. Don't fuck with Deadpool.
You fuck with Deadpool.
We riot.
I'm gonna pee on the mouse. I'm gonna go to Disney. I'm gonna pay the $100. I'm gonna find the fucking mouse. I'm gonna pee in his eyelid.
When I come down there in June next year, we will go to Disney and piss on Mickey Mouse's face.
You better not touch Deadpool, you fuckers. Swear to God.
Now, let's go to the opposite spectrum of good comic book movies. And let's talk about DC and their cancellation of Justice League 2.
Bruh. Are you surprised? That's the question that I have for America.
Honestly, when your movie is considered the highest grossing box office flop of all time, no!
The CGI animation was so shit. And it's worse because I have a 4K TV, right? So when you see the commercials for this shit, it really exposes the fucking flaws. So you can only imagine what it looks like on a fucking IMAX screen.
Now, okay. I went and see, me and my mom went and seen Justice League. Wonder Woman was excellent. Henry Cavill as Superman is great.
Yep.
Ben Affleck is still okay as Batman.
Yep.
Aquaman was actually really good, and Cyborg was good. But the Flash is not mentally retarded like they made him in the fucking movie.
Which is why they probably should have used the one for the TV show, but I digress.
That is what I was about to say, because if you went and seen Justice League, and then you watched the Crisis on Earth X four-way show between the DC shows, Supergirl, Arrow, Flash, and Legends, you watch that shit and you're like, hold on. If they could do this on TV, why the fuck can't they make a good movie?
Exactly.
Because the Crisis on Earth X was awesome. And when it comes out on DVD, I am buying it. That's how good it was.
Yeah, I like it. And it sucks because I'm like, you have the CW or WB or whoever the fuck is.
CW knows how to do comic book shows.
Bro, that's what I was about to say. The CW is lit. And hell, ABC even got the hang of the shit with Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. with the comic book shows. How come DC, the cinematic universe, cannot learn shit from neither of these two?
Or they can't even learn from the animated universe because the animated DC movies are fucking awesome.
Well, I know. But you know what it is? The other side of this thing is that Ben Affleck, my understanding is that Ben Affleck wasn't happy with the final product outside of the few punchlines and the Superman part and shit like that. As a whole, he wasn't happy, which is part of the reason why he's not looking to do a full-length Batman movie.
Well, he did sign on to do 3 finally.
He did, but he was really on the fence for it because it was like, because you remember, Justice League has been finished in final production since May or June.
But the whole issue is, okay, DC needs to stop thinking so much because Batman versus Superman, the theatrical release was horrible. The unrated version they released on DVD that was 3 hours and 25 minutes was not the same movie, and it was 10 times better than the movie they released in theaters.
Yeah, yes it was. Yes, it fucking was.
And that's going to be the issue with Justice League because they cut 45 to 50 minutes out of Justice League.
And you know what's funny? And this is supposed to have been the big, huge dealio for DC, and it flopped. The messed up part about this whole thing is that Marvel is going to show why they're the king of the movie theaters when Black Panther drops in February, and then Avengers drops in May.
Well, when Thor Ragnarok is already out for 3 weeks and that same weekend grosses more than Justice League did in its opening.
Yeah, that's a problem.
And trust me, Thor Ragnarok is probably one of the best movies of the year.
Yeah. I'm going to sit here and lie to you about it. You're right.
I've seen it twice in theaters.
Yeah.
And guess what? The second time I seen it, I enjoyed it probably more than the first time I seen it.
It was a beautiful movie. Thor Ragnarok was a beautiful movie, and we didn't get a chance to talk about it, but it was a beautiful fucking movie. Like from
it was hilarious, tons of action,
tons of seriousness. And shit.
Acting was on point.
On point.
Thor lost a fucking eye.
And you know they ad-libbed majority of the movie.
Yeah.
They just the director was just like, you know what? Fuck it. Tell me what you think the line should be at this point. You know what I'm saying? Fuck it. And creative freedom. And I think that you get the genuine characters. They channel the characters even more. You know what I mean?
You see it now in February, in 2 months, you probably have the most important comic book movie of all time coming out. The reason I say this, it is not because it's the first African-American-led comic book role. I am saying this because if you pay attention to the Avengers comics, the Black Panther is the most important person in the comic book realm.
Yep. People don't understand. Like, all right, so this is a quick rundown. Vibranium, which is where it's in Wakanda, it's what Captain America's shield is made of. It's what Howard Stark, Tony Stark's father, tried to synthetically create in order to create the I forgot what he was trying to create. There's some kind of suit or some shit like that. But vibranium in itself is the most important metal outside of adamantium of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and that stuff comes from Wakanda. And the shit that goes down in Wakanda in the comic books, all over fucking vibranium and shit, all over vibranium, all just one fucking resource. Like, this shit is legit, dude. Black Panther by itself, Black America will propel that movie by itself to the greatest movie of the second greatest movie of the year, right behind Avengers. I promise you that. You can bank on that shit.
Oh, let's talk. You see, this is how bad DC is. We seamlessly went back and fucking topic.
Yeah. But that's the thing, though, because now, like, I don't know what DC's going to do, because if you drop Batman, we got Suicide Squad 2 coming out this year.
Suicide Squad 2 will actually be rated R. They already announced that.
Needs to be.
I am looking forward to Suicide Squad 2. I'm looking forward to Wonder Woman 2, because Wonder Woman was fantastic.
Yes, it was.
They canceled the next Superman movie, which pisses me off, because I like Henry Cavill as Superman.
I don't know why they canceled it, though, because both Henry Cavill Superman movies was legit.
They got the Cyborg movie, which I'm interested in, the Aquaman standalone movie, and the Flashpoint.
Oh, bro, women are gonna go to that movie. The
Aquaman.
The Aquaman movie. That it's gonna be like the new 50 Shades of Grey. They're gonna be wanting to stroke off fucking Aquaman in the movie theater.
Hey, say what you will, but Jason Momoa was actually a good Aquaman.
Yeah, he was, bro. Hey, if your girl wants to see the Aquaman movie, just let her. I'm guaranteed you're gonna get laid that same night, bro. I promise. It's a comic book version of 50 Shades of Grey. I'm telling you.
But next year, I feel bad for any movie that's coming out in May.
Oh yeah,
because
it's a wrap.
When the Avengers Infinity War comes out, this $280 million that Star Wars: The Last Jedi made in 2 days is going to get swamped.
Yeah. No, if it was me, I wouldn't even come out with a movie in May. Like, I'd be like, nah, let's just give it to Marvel. Let them have the whole month. Fuck it.
This is Marvel month.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm even thinking about it right now, because I know they're going to do one of those marathon joints.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about taking that Thursday, Friday off so I can go see the Avengers 1, 2, 3, and then, you know what I'm saying? Because you know they're going to do those marathon joints.
Yeah. Do that shit all in chronological order. That'd be nice. Fucking nice as hell.
But Marvel, I applaud you. 18 movies in, and you're still doing the damn thing.
Best in the world. Movies are best in the world. Point blank, period.
So now we're going to come up on our little freestyle session. Do you have anything to that you want to get off your chest?
I'm sick. Oh, sorry. I want to say from the bottom of my heart, fuck shady promoters. I think,
and I told you yesterday, that shit there that you're about to talk about was on the venue.
Yep. Well, between the venue and the promoter, you know what I'm saying? Because the promoter not working with the venue good enough, and the venue not wanting to back the artist, especially given the situation. And just like I explained yesterday, that the artist's time should have been at 12 o'clock. If you're gonna run it after, and you ain't your club ain't shit, just run the artist time at 12 o'clock after Rich leaves, and you know he's got VIP people lined up in the back. Fuck it, you know what I'm saying? Like, but the promoter didn't present it that way, so Rich felt offended. Apparently, Rich security team also fucked up, bully shit. Tackling my homeboy's wife. Shit wasn't cool. And this nigga looked like remember the all tattooed dude, like the all face tattooed dude from I can't remember the motherfucking movie. It was a prison movie. Oh yeah. If you ever seen an episode of Law and Order, there was a nigga that was the head of a gang and his face was all tattooed.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the nigga. That's what that head of security looks like. So, fuck that fully face tattooed motherfucker from hurting my Homeboy's wife. Yes. I'll fix it in a minute. Don't worry. I'm live. I'll fix it in a minute. They see you on the internet, by the way. Anyways.
Hi, Talia.
Oh, now she's hiding now. Now she's jumping around. Anyways, so, like, promoters, listen. You have these artists whose livelihood, whose dreams, goals, and ambitions, as local artists, not even national artists, local fucking artists. They do everything in their power to come in and work their asses off to come up with a show. And you book them for a show, and you tell them to be there for the show. You tell them sell tickets for the show. They sell the tickets for the show. We're going to pay the commission for the show. You get the commission for the show, and your motherfucking ass still does not put them on. Fuck you. I'm going to tell you like that. I ain't got no more words for you, but fuck you. Oh, that's on the real.
Quick update. Philadelphia Eagles just tied the game against the Giants.
Holy mother of fuck, how?
Oh. So, all right. So I'm going to take this last bit of opportunity to talk about 2018 in the Sinful Black Channel.
Yes. We
and I know people are going to sit there and look at this and be like, oh, these inconsistent ass motherfuckers ain't going to be able to pull this off. And you know it too, James. That's why he's smirking.
I know. So
starting in January, I want to say 2nd.
Want to do it on 2nd, or you want to do it when the playoffs start? Or do the playoffs start that week?
Actually, no. You know what? We'll do it January 1st.
Okay.
New Year's Day. What, 5:30 in the morning my time, or 6 o'clock in the morning my time?
So it's going to be do 6 o'clock your time. That gives you time to come back. We're dropping my son off at school.
Okay, so 6 a.m. my time, 6 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Yep.
Myself and Jay Black here will be starting our two-time daily. Now, I made a post a couple weeks ago saying 2018 New Year's resolution for this channel is to have a video posted, at least one video every day of 2018.
Yes, sir.
We're gonna up on that one. The weekends are always free game for us. Usually I put gaming videos out. James Black does them too. But here's what we are doing starting January 1st, 2018. 6 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 9 a.m. Eastern Time will be the very first episode of our new half-hour sports talk show.
Yes, sir. And it's going to be a format similar to what we have at a, like a Sports Center or a First Take or Undisputed, somewhere around there. It's going to be lit. It's going to be a little bit different than what you're used to because you don't have that many live people. All right, so everybody has a network deal, right? You know what I'm saying? All these live people have a network deal. There's nobody on YouTube or Facebook right now that's going to deliver you content in the manner that which we're going to deliver to you live stream Monday through Friday like we are. Point blank, period.
Not only are we doing this in the daytime, nightly, Monday through Friday, we will have a second half-hour sports show to end the evening.
That is right. We're going to recap everything. The best part about this shit is that we're going to add a little bit of twist to it as well. So the big thing right now in sports, from any place that's not banned from doing so, is daily fantasy sports. Sites like DraftKings, sites like FanDuel, and a new up-and-coming site by Michael Bisping, Playline. Is becoming a big thing. So now we have a gentleman that's going to loan us his thought and insights on picks that you should be doing on the daily fantasy on a daily basis, or even over the weekend for the NFL while the NFL is still rolling. We're going to cover NHL. We're going to cover NBA. We're going to cover NFL. We're going to even cover MLB. They're going to be surefire picks that you're going to want to take. And we're going to let you know about that as well. We're going to have every single one of our bases covered. Don't you worry about that. Me and Big Sin are going to make sure that we told you before that we're always going to deliver the best content possible. And this is our promise to you that 2018, we will do that.
And not only that, it will be a strict half-hour show.
Yes. We won't waste your time.
When these episodes start, I put on my timer for a half hour. When it goes off, the show goes off.
That's right.
This is not going to be a run-of-the-mill sports show because, like this show, that show will be completely, utterly, motherfucking uncensored.
That's goddamn right. First ever and peep game. So I told you we're going to do it big. We've already warned you. We warned you earlier this year that we came to play and we weren't going to back down. We're going to deliver on that in 2018. We're going to have a little bit, we're still going to do off the rails. So don't even worry about that. You're still going to get off the rails.
Friday's going to be on the popping. Sports show in the morning, sports show in the evening, off the rails at night.
Oh, yes. It's going to be LIT. Don't you worry about that. We got you.
Not only that, next year on Saturdays, if Mr. Black is available, which he possibly could be, I want to do Saturday, either afternoon or evening, wrestle.
Yeah, we can do that. We can do that.
We'll find a name for the show. Like I said, right now with the sports show, we're tossing around a couple of names, so we'll get there. Yeah. But yeah, 2018 is gonna be on.
For sure. We won't disappoint you. We promise. It's our promise as aspiring YouTube artists and as family men. We're gonna deliver.
So with that being said, Mr. Black, you got anything to say to the lovely people out there?
Like we do about this time, sir. You know what we do. If you like what you see and you love the content that we're going to deliver and you want to see what 2018 offers for Sinful Black Entertainment, you need to go ahead and point it to the left, put it straight down, and I want you to go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Once you hit that subscribe button, you're going to get some of the best content, video game plays, movie reviews, off the rails, anything to your heart's content. If you want to see something, you want to see us talk about something, feel free to hit us up on YouTube. Feel free to hit us up on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, if you y'all. All right, do it because we are down to talk about anything and everything. Oh, they fucking cold getting to me, nigga. Shit.
But like the man said, if you look down there, if you're watching this video after it's been recorded, you'll see our two little demons chilling down there, the Sinful Black Entertainment logo. If you highlight that, you see the big red button, that means your ass ain't subscribed. So click that red button, click the bell icon so you know when we're live. Yes, it's been slow the last couple of weeks, but that's because we both have a lot of shit going on. But today, after the Patriots, well, no, I can't even say after the Patriots game, I'll be on a game because Clash of Champions is today. So
subscribe, fuckers.
So subscribe, hit the bell icon. Gameplay's coming back starting more than likely tomorrow. But 2018, we prepping for that shit. We're going to be on it like Donkey Kong on a stack of bananas.
You goddamn right.
So this is your boy Big Sin. That's Hollywood J Black.
Yes, sir.
And we are out this bitch. Peace.
Peace.